Alright, I think we can get started. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Virtual Cheese Emporium. Yay! Lovely to see you all again. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be my second attempt at ASMR. If you saw the first one, you'll know that that one was kind of a dud. But I decided to try out the second one in order to slowly get back into the game with some content, just like a little slow comeback, nothing too rushed or too hasty. And because I think everyone could use a bit of comfort these days, especially me. Life has been rough on my poor little soul. So, yeah, I have my new microphone. Did I mention that I got a new one? Yes, here she is. She's new and she is very sensitive to sound, so this will be an experiment to see how she takes, different noises and all of that. So just sit back, relax, and I'm going to do a whole bunch of ASMR triggers like nail tappies. Hope that sounds alright. Well, I guess I'll figure it out in post if it does or not. So, yeah, sit back, relax, and I shall scratch my microphone and do something else, I guess. Shuffle, shuffle. Let the scratching commence. Nice and simple. All around. I'm sorry I haven't been making videos. It's weird. Being a YouTuber, even a tiny one, you feel guilty for not making a whole bunch of content, but hey, I got a life, and life sometimes sucks. So, I can't make as many videos as I want, and I'm sorry about that. And these take time to make. Even this little one shot, I'm probably gonna sit here for, I don't know. If I put a time limit on it, then it'll feel all weird. So, I'm gonna sit here for a while and give you a whole bunch of scritchies. But yeah, being a YouTuber, kinda taxing. And I'm sometimes a bit too ambitious, so I can't get everything I want done. And that's a right shame, because I have a lot of ideas, and I can't commit to all of them. No. But I do my best. And my best is all I suppose I can do. So, here we are, with me whispering into a microphone. Oops, can't see my face. Head tappies. Head tappies. Anyone who doesn't like head tappies is a weirdo. So, I did mention that I would be talking. I hope the mic is picking this up. But yeah. I guess I'll talk about recent things that have happened. Nothing bad. Well, bad things have happened, but you don't come on an ASMR video to hear about the trials and tribulations of someone's life. You come for the good stuff. And focusing on the good stuff is what actually gets you through tough times. So, I'll be doing that. Just gotta think. Sorry. Tappy, 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 tap, tap, tap. Tappy, 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 tap, 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 tap. I guess my most recent bit of good news is that I got into my college's play. Yay me. Can you hear that? I don't know. But yeah, I got into my college's play. We're going to be doing Men on Boats. And I'm currently going to be playing Seneca Howland. I will be playing Seneca Howland, one half of the Howland brothers on this expedition. I guess the plot for Men on Boats is pretty simple. It's a whole bunch of men with different trades, like being a hunter, a map maker, a cook, sailors, all that jazz. We're going to be going on a trip to the Grand Canyon and see if we can make it from one side to the other. And it's going pretty well so far. It's still in the beginning stages. We just started this about a week and some change ago. Sorry. Bit slow going, but I like a slow, steady process rather than trying to rush us through everything, so I suppose all I can be is grateful. I hadn't acted in a while, so getting cast, it was great. And then I saw my role. Seneca Howland unfortunately speaks the least out of all the cast. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's amazing. That's exactly what we want. Less lines. And the funny thing about Seneca is that he's actually double casted. It was supposed to be with a character called the Bishop. I read her for my callback and everything, and it was fun. She was funny. I liked her. And then we got the script, and it's this new updated version. And now I'm a guy called Johnson, and he has less lines too. So I'm like, oh yay, so fun. Ha ha ha, thank you. I'm still trying to ice down my ego because people get small roles all the time. But still, I had had a whole career, if you can call it that, at least in college, of getting significant speaking roles, so little visual trigger. Getting used to smaller roles again, I guess. But I suppose this is as good a start as any. I was trying to get into a musical, and it didn't work out. I don't think it kind of did, but I got an understudy, and from what I had heard, understudies aren't very well treated. Like, a few of my friends who are also castmates, very lovely people, yeah, they got understudies for a whole bunch of roles, like, over the years. And they said that, like they memorized their roles and everything, but the directors wouldn't let them, like, do choreography or, like, practice the choreography. And it was like, well, what if the actual cast person gets sick or can't be found? Like, they'll have all the lines, but they can't do anything. Can't do the dances, can't sing the songs. So it's like, what's the point of having understudy members? So, also I was taking this horrible accelerated biology class, and that was a whole bunch of work that I did know since, accelerated. But yeah, I vastly underestimated how much work would be in a 7-week course when it's usually 15 weeks. So that was a fun discovery. So I had to quit the show out of necessity, and because my ego was like, ew. And because the understudy conditions sounded less than ideal. But I'm not an understudy. I'm double cast this time, so I'll try to be happy, and I'll invest in more ice packs for my bruised ego. Switch triggers now. My hands are kind of dry, so I have this little, you've seen this before, it's my little lotion that I got for Christmas. Oh, I hope that you recognize it. Oh wait, I heard this is a good trigger. Can't see my face. You gotta see the face. I'll see how that sounds. Yeah. If you recognize this, this means that you watched my Christmas video. Did you watch it? I hope you did, for your sake. There will be a quiz. Yeah. An almond milk buttery goodness on my hands right now, even though I put too much on. A godsend. And possibly good trigger sounds. Let me know what you think. If you get to this point of the video, I guess. I guess I can talk about other good stuff that happened to me. Oh nice, the vents turned off. They were going on, and I was hoping that they won't pick it up, but I stopped talking for a second, and no noise appeared, so I was like, yes, that's good. Yeah, I put on too much. Whoopsie. But I saw Ride the Cyclone at Arena Stage, and it was so good. Oh my god. Every song is amazing. I'm listening to the soundtrack every day. And especially wearing out the repeat button on my 3 favorite songs, which are the Ballad of Jane Doe. I think that's the most popular one. Noel's Lament, which is like super cool. And Space Age Bachelor Man, which is weird. And I love it because it's weird. And you know, who doesn't love beautiful alien ladies? But yeah, it was a great show. I wanted to see it twice, but it was in DC, and I'd have to take public transportation, and I get scared on public transportation. Well, not like scared, it's just, well, there's just so many ways to, I'm gonna put my lotion on my legs, because there's no way to avoid the greasy. And I was like, ew, I don't want any more of that on my hands. Yeah. Public transportation is scary because there are so many ways to get lost. And I didn't have a ride, so I was just like, well, I got to see it the one time, I suppose I can be grateful for that. But yeah, it was amazing. And the set was beautiful. And the stage was so small, I didn't expect that at all. Very cozy. I wore my pink Powerpuff Girl dress that I got from Hot Topic to the show. I might not sell that anymore in case that perked up your ears. Like, ooh, Powerpuff Girls, yay. But look on the website. I think they might still have it. Yeah. It was pink and fluffy, and it had sugar and spice and everything nice, and a few little Chemical X bottles thrown in there. And I did my makeup all jazzy and sparkly. Whoops, computer turned off. One moment. recording. Everything's Gucci. Yeah. Pink, fluffy, covered in rainbows and sparkles. So was my makeup. And I did my hair in these 4 ponytails. Oh, my hair. I didn't mention my hair. I got new hair recently. Ta-da-da! It's nice and rainbowy. There's pink and dark pink and blue and green and 4 things of silver. I hope you can hear this. Yeah. Lovely hair, and I did it in 4 ponytails. It was like, woo, 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 woo. Flowed all down. It was really nice. And apparently, when I walked in, well, I got a whole bunch of compliments because duh. But I also looked startlingly similar to Jane Doe. She had multicolored hair and 2 different colored eyes, and I had 2 different eyeshadows for my makeup look. And she was wearing stockings and a big fluffy dress too. So I just kept getting, hey, great cosplay. And I was like, oh, thanks, over there. And then I looked at her little cast picture in the lobby, and I was like, oh, that's why. So, I unintentionally cosplayed for the first time in my life. And possibly not the last. Yeah, if I could see Ride the Cyclone with that same cast, it was great. I would definitely do it. And I would take the train this time. A few more good things, I guess. And a trigger switch, maybe. Close it first. One last little lid thingy. There it goes for now. But, good stuff that happened. Greasy hands. My book's coming out really well. I'm on page 27 currently, and I'm almost on the 3rd chapter. Veterans of my, well, not veterans, it sounds meh. Frequent customers, to go with the little Emporium theme. But yeah, frequent customers have heard some news about my book, and I'm here to deliver more good stuff. This is my 3rd time trying to write it. The first time, for this story at least, there were a lot of story ideas. The first one was a dud, because I had an outline that didn't make any sense. The second one, the outline was a lot better, but still didn't make much sense. A ton of plot holes. I hope that didn't look ugly. I can't see it. But it's pink, and it's lovely. And it's by NYX, if you're interested. What was I saying? Outlines for book. Neck. Yeah, second part is better, but still didn't make sense. A whole bunch of plot holes, and I was just unsatisfied with how I was writing it, so I scrapped it. Usually not a good idea, but my heart and soul was not in it. But this third one, I dug down deep and I worked really hard on it. So I think that this is one of the better drafts. and then I write it, and then it's ugly. Watch it be ugly. But I think for now, this is really good. I just love writing and just seeing all of my ideas just flow onto the paper. It's great. It's so satisfying. Then again, I have rehashed this plot, so it's satisfying to just have it sound competent for once. Yeah, I just spend hours and hours and hours just writing my lovely little book, fantasizing about becoming a New York Times bestseller and selling thousands, maybe even millions of copies to my adoring fans and having tons of book series underneath my belt. Kisses for you guys, because why not? Yeah. It's really nice writing, especially when you're happy about it. Finger flutter. Finger flutter. Finger flutter. Finger flutters. I'll update you more on the channel about my book and my success with it. And if, for some miracle, I get a whole bunch of subscribers who are like, hey, can we read parts of your book? I'll open a Patreon. And I'll charge you money to read my book chapters before anybody else. And you guys can give me feedback, helpful criticism, and all the compliments a lady could want. And it'll be lovely. But for now, gotta keep on writing. And I gotta make sure I don't delete this draft this time, as the best writing advice that I've heard is just write. It sounds ludicrous, especially when you hate the thing that you're writing, but you gotta do it sometimes. And speaking of books, more good news is that I recently finished a book that I like. And with the topic switch comes a trigger switch. Oops. There we go. This is a Rice Krispie treat, but they can't call it that because of copyright, I think. But got it from a pizza place, and I'm gonna eat it and hope it doesn't sound gross. Nice and crunchy. I already ate most of it. Well, kind of most, but good stuff. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. Finished a great book. It was Grady Hendrix's How to Sell a Haunted House. Ooh, spooky. It was great. And violent. And scary. I don't usually venture into the horror genre, but I already did have one of Hendrix's books. It was a Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. And that was also very good and violent and scary. So I was like, well, now that he's come up with a new book, I have to try it. I would be insane not to read it. And I did not regret it at all. He's really good, Hendrix. he's really good at, like, character voice, like, making sure that... possible trigger. He's really good at making sure that every one of his characters is very real, even if you don't like them. I did not like a few of these characters. In How to Sell a Haunted House, I mean. But they're all real. They're never one note, and I appreciate that. And it makes me jealous. Yeah. It's very easy to root for them, especially considering the supernatural stuff that they're up against. So, very much enjoyed reading an expertly written story. It also makes me angry that my book doesn't sound like that, so that's for me to contend with, though. I would tell you about it, but that would get into spoiler territory, and I don't want that. So I'll just say this. If you like haunted dolls and stuff in your book, like, you know, creepy toys, there's a whole bunch of, like, family dynamics in there, too. Some are fraught, like bad. Some are really good, too. So, I'd say try it out if you want to inject a little bit of weird, experimental, scary stuff into your library. Yeah. Suppose I don't really have anything else. Ooh, I got a new pair of shoes. They're pink heels. The pink Mary Jane heels makes it even better. Can't show you them? Well, I can, but they're all the way over there. I don't want to get up. But you'll see them soon. I'll make a vlog or take a picture with them, and you'll see just how adorable they are. I'm gonna get them in yellow, too. I don't see anybody with yellow shoes. More people need to wear yellow shoes. So, those are in the cart right now. Yeah. Guess I'll end it here. Why not? Yeah. Thank you for watching my videos. I know I've been slow to upload. I already apologized for that, but... yeah. I'm just a bit too ambitious sometimes. Life likes to throw curveballs that either stall the ambition or you just don't have time to do what you want, and that's sad. But it's okay. I'm already getting back into it. That's a promise I made to myself, that I would get back into this. And it has succeeded. Same with my drawing. I stopped saying, oh, in 3 days I'm gonna, post more art and keep a consistent schedule, because right now that's not gonna happen. I need to learn patience with myself. Or I need to have patience with myself. Blech, I can't talk. Yeah, I just need to slow down and just let the art come as slow as it needs to right now. Because if I rush it, I'm not going to be happy. But doing this right now for you guys, even if only like 2 of you watch, this makes me happy. So once again, thank you for coming back to Virtual Cheese Emporium. I hope to see you all again very soon. You'll see me in different colored hair. We'll bake, we'll sing, we'll do more comforting ASMR when you need it. I already have another idea planned. We're gonna do affirmations. I love affirmations, and I need affirmations with someone who's not a parent. But for right now, I can always just give them to you guys. But yeah, This has been really nice. I'm definitely going to come back soon. A specific date will not be given because then I'll set up unrealistic expectations, but please expect to see me again soon. Alright. I think I'm done. A few more scratches, actually. I like doing this. Okay, we're all set. Thanks for watching again. Bye, guys. And click and done.